Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the most magical podcast in the Midwest. The Magic in the Midwest podcast, starring USA Today best-selling author J.B. Michaels and his more successful wife, Ashley Michaels. And now, your hosts. All right, thank you so much, announcer. I am J.B. Michaels, USA Today best-selling author of many books. The 17th, which comes out in September, is Raftery's Ghost, the 5th installment in the Mac and Millie mystery series set right here in the magical Midwest, in Geneva, Illinois, at the Little Traveler, or in the books, it's called The Tiny Wanderer. So please check out all my books at mrmichaels.com or on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Smashwords, Kobo, wherever they sell books. You will be able to find J.B. Michaels. Lots of great books, lots of fun projects in the works on the book side. And I'm very excited for all of it. So we also, the podcast is also brought to you by the Bandcamp exclusive episodes, which is Magic in the Midwest podcast.bandcamp.com, which is actually a lot of extra content for a little nominal fee is like $3 a month. You can get 50 something more podcasts for you to enjoy, tons more content. And we have some plans for other things in the future, but for right now, check out Magic in the Midwest podcast.bandcamp.com. Also, this is the 89th episode of the Magic in the Midwest podcast. And, through this podcast, we've met some wonderful people, some really great. Sorry, Ashley's checking out the table like it's like there's something wrong with it, and she's just obsessing over the table.
Well, no one needed to know. I was doing it silently.
Silently.
Just like
I'm
John
silently
Cena's.
working on a new album.
Did we ever see that album?
No. And what else was I going to say? Oh, yeah, we met many great people through the podcast. One of those people actually plans vacations to the magical place we know and love as, Orlando, Universal Orlando, and Walt Disney World, as well as other places. And that person is Ashley.
That person is Emily over at Magical Mouse Travel. And as JB said, she is a vacation planner, and she specializes in Disney and Universal, but she can book any travel, including cruises and all-inclusive resorts. And of course, that comes at no cost to you. And she can help you with all the things, the dining, the Genie Plus, and she'll help monitor for savings. She can organize airport transfers for you, and she will create a customized itinerary for you and your family. And she can send you a no-obligation quote. The best way to get a hold of her is via email. I almost said her Emily. Her email is Emily. Emily at magicalmousetravel.com. And she is also just a great friend of ours. She books our travel for us, and she does a phenomenal job. We love working with her. I love speaking with her and being friends with her. She's amazing. Contact her.
Yes, Emily at Magical Mouse Travel.
Yeah, she's also from the Midwest, but she travels to Disney and Universal often, so she knows all the latest, and she's just super helpful and great.
I believe she just went to Disneyland. Or is going to Disneyland soon.
She did.
Right? Oh, she did already.
She did already. Or wait. Well, she did, but that was for a really short trip.
Okay.
She had other things going on, but she's going back for a Disneyland trip, I believe.
Centric trip.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Actually, we're starting to get starting to grind our gears a little bit on trying to figure out a Disneyland trip.
Yeah. You've only
soon.
been once.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And I've never been.
Right.
And you were a teenager.
Right.
Why are you saying right like that? It makes me feel like it's not true.
Right.
Did you go another secretive time or something?
Right. No. So we're going to go to DL.
Suspicious.
We're going to go... I can't tell you where I was last week. I just can't. Wasn't actually at work.
My Disney experience. out.
Yes, I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's someone on social media that found their husband cheating on
through their My Disney Experience
photo pass element.
Yeah, it just showed up
as a ride photo of him on Splash Mountain
with
the nanny.
Yeah,
with the nanny. Not so good. So don't do that, idiots. So if you're going to cheat, make sure your My Disney Experience.
Turn off your My Disney Experience.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Or just scrub it.
Amateurs.
You gotta really watch it with technology these days.
I mean, we're fine with the cheating part.
Just
cover it up.
Cheat as much as you want. Just don't get caught. Katie.
Welcome to Magic in the
No. Anyway, so we're actually thinking of going to Disneyland soon. We think Harrison is of an age where he'll remember it, because we're not going to be going to Disneyland that often, but maybe we will, because we love it so much. So
I think I'm really going to love it. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to love it a lot, and you're going to be mad at me at how much I like it.
Why would I be mad at you?
Because you're going to be like, Park. Do you like it better than Disney?
No, I won't be like that.
No, you will.
No, I won't be like that.
You already have said that.
I won't be like that.
All right, you guys all heard it. I'm going to record it when I give them my feedback.
Whatever. Okay, so...
Can we pause it for a sec?
So we're apparently... so we're going to talk today, we might do that Disneyland trip soon. So we are planning a Disneyland trip soonish, which
always comes out.
Which I am very excited about because of the Indiana Jones Temple of the Forbidden Eye.
Yeah, maybe I'll throw you off of it.
And Cars Land.
Yeah, Harrison will love that. I think I will love that, honestly. I mean, I know it's not everyone's favorite franchise. Franchise? Yeah.
Yeah. That's what that works. Also,
but I think it's a really great option. Like, it's probably very immersive and it'll be really cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Laughing at me?
I'm just really and then also Guardians of the Galaxy, the Tower of Terror version of that, which will be really cool as well. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be. And what else? Oh yeah, the Longer Pirates.
I'm excited for the Matterhorn. I know everyone says it's really rickety, whatever. I still want to do it.
Yes. Okay, so we are going today. We're decided, since it's that time of year, it's like we should be getting more and more drip feeds of house announcements. Could you look up the latest news on HHN? See if there's anything
you can do that.
New? I can't. I gotta run a podcast here.
Nope.
What are you looking at then? Can you look up the latest news? Fine.
You're not talking about. You said houses. You need to explain what you're talking about.
So that's what I'm about to get to. But I wanted to see if there's any updates. Is what I'm saying.
Google it. Multitask.
Gosh, so mean.
Be a multitasker.
So mean. That's proven to be false, by the way. The whole multitask thing. It's not possible.
I think for people like you,
it's a misnomer. It's not multitasking. It's doing one task at a time.
I think that's for people that are really stupid just to feel better about themselves.
No, you're
for the
dumb.
rest of us that are really efficient and amazing.
Okay.
I'm not going to feel the need to fill the gap here on the podcast.
I'm not going to fill the gap.
Not being prepared.
I'm not going to fill the gap.
So.
Okay. So today, what I mean by houses, of course, we're going to take it over back to Halloween Horror Nights. And this is Halloween Horror Nights number 31. And, of course, there is, like, a lot of rumors. And, there's always a spec map that's come out. And spec map means speculation map. So that's something that you need to, realize as we say spec map. We just mean that this is all speculation, that, I think Universal, of course, does this for the fan community, just like us and those of you who listen for that particular content. I think that's like just something they do because it is fun to try and get some information. Now, I do have to mention, because it would be remiss I would be remiss not to mention this because the Universal Studios Monsters Café, ladies and gentlemen, is closing down.
Yeah.
Which, okay, so I think the reason why, for me, it's, for a lot of people, it's upsetting is because there's really no other representation of the Universal Studios monsters, like, anywhere in the park that you could plainly see. There used to be like a Beetlejuice show that had like the Universal monsters in it. But what was cool is that the Monsters Cafe, it had that, sign with all the monsters on it. And that was something you saw, you would walk past like all the time in Universal Studios Florida. And now that's going to be gone. It's going to be shut down. And what was really cool about the Monsters Cafe, Ash, you've been in it. Mm-hmm. What did you like about it, the Monsters Cafe? Just the setup of what it is.
I'm just trying to make sure I remember. I mean, it has like a buffet style.
Yeah, it's buffet style.
I thought the food was good.
Yeah, the food was really solid.
And, in terms of when we were there for HHN, there wasn't a lot of character interaction, but there were a lot of great photo ops with the characters. Yeah. And, it was fun. Well,
what was cool about it, too, the thing that I loved about the Monsters Cafe is...
like the decor.
Every room was dedicated to one of the monsters. So, like, you could sit in the Wolfman section or the Mummy section.
And we sat in the Frankenstein.
Right, yeah. The Frankenstein section, the Bride of Frankenstein section, the Creature from the Black Lagoon. Like, there was a lot of really great tributes to those, studio icons, the monsters. And which... if you're a studio historian, like, those Universal monsters saved Universal Studios. Like, there was, like, when Frankenstein came out, it was a huge hit, and Dracula. And, like, these movies came out and they made a ton of them. And Universal, for many, many years, was known as the horror movie studio, so... We owe Horror Nights and, a lot of that to the monsters. Now, there is some consolation because apparently in Epic Universe, there's going to be an entire themed land dedicated to the Universal monsters. So, so there will be new eateries, right? New places to eat, premier attractions dedicated to them, which I'm very excited about. And the rumor right now is that the attraction will be a Yucca arm attraction, like the main attraction, meaning that it'll be like Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, which I would like to see because I'm sure they'll have made improvements, you know what I mean? Because it's been a long time since Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey's been an attraction, so now I'm wondering how that would be, what innovations would they make with the Yucca arm technology and just setup to make a ride in Epic Universe. And then, of course, I think there's going to be another ride as well in that land. So 2 rides is what I thought. But the Yucca Arm one is supposed to be the main attraction. So that's going to be super exciting when that happens. So don't fear. I think there's going to be plenty of monster representation in the other park. It's just sad because it was such, Monsters Cafe was such a staple of Universal Studios,
Yeah, it has a big following. A lot of people really love it.
Right. So, and apparently it's going to be replaced by the Minions. So there's going to be a Minions-themed cafe there now. I think they're very bullish on the Minions Rise of Gru and that whole brand, which is like one of Universal's biggest brands. Their biggest, like, animation brand, I think, for sure, right now. Shrek was, but now Shrek's been gone for a while. So, but yeah, so there you go. There's a little update action. And then, of course, let's talk this speculation map, Ash. Let's do this. Mm-hmm. Let's do this! Okay, so are you ready?
Yeah, quick question. I know you talked about how normally at this point we would have a little bit more of a drip feed. How many houses would we normally know at this point?
Geez, some years we would know at least 3.
2 or 3?
Yeah.
Okay. And we don't know. And we don't have any confirmed.
We have no confirmed at this point.
You should talk about your theory on that.
What was my theory on that?
About Stranger Things and how they're waiting for the 4th season to come out.
I thought, okay, that could be a part of this. I thought that it could be because it's funny, the tickets are on sale, but
only 1-day tickets, I think.
Yeah, but it's only single day tickets.
Single day tickets,
yeah.
And I think I'm wondering if Mickey's Not So Scary, which is also back, by the way.
Yeah.
If HHN will start earlier than ever before, because that seems to be a trend with everything all the time. Everything is just starts earlier, goes later.
Yeah.
Because I think, what was the first dates last year was in September? First weekend of September, almost the first day in September.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll ever start creeping into August.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not. I really don't want it to go to August. I
feel like part of what makes events like that special, I know there's
is the timing.
Is that it's exclusive and it's a shorter period of time. And I know it's a double-edged sword because if it's earlier, possibly, maybe
it's September 2nd through Halloween. Right. It's almost August anyway.
It's almost August. That's what I mean. I wouldn't be surprised if one year we start creeping into August. Because I think Mickey's Not So Scary
did
was
it a few times. Yeah.
No, but it was, what was that one year we were there? And it was early August.
We were there early August, and they had the pumpkin decorations up.
Was the next day it started. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see. But I'm glad it still starts in September.
Me too.
Okay.
All right. So, what? We better call. I'm going to call them after this because I feel like we could get probably a ticket based on our reservation. So, we'll see what happens. But yeah. So here is what I was talking about. So right now there is. Okay, so here's the spec map houses. We'll just go one by one. Mm-hmm. We'll start with A Ash. So it's all going to be apparently in Halloween Horror Nights number 31, and all this takes place again within Universal Studios Florida.
Is that confirmed, or is that just according to this?
This is according to this. Now, I heard earlier in the year that it could have gone back into islands again. So this can be complete poppycock at this point, because they did actually announce a Universal Studios Hollywood maze earlier this week.
Oh, what's that one?
It's the Mummy versus the Wolfman versus Dracula.
Okay.
So 3 monsters mashup, which connects to one of these. All right, so excuse me, sorry, that was really gross. Okay, so A is Stranger Things. They're bringing back Stranger Things, I
think this is a given.
Which is the 3rd time that Horror Nights will host a Netflix house, Stranger Things. And from just today, the early reviews for the first episode of Stranger Things season 4 are coming out, and of course it's positive so far.
That's good.
But yeah, because Stranger Things season 4 part 1 comes out May 27th, which is
okay. Quick
next
detour question: did you think that the Stranger Things 1 house was better, or the Stranger Things 2 season 2 and 3? Me too.
1 totally.
I think a lot of people would disagree with us, but I feel strongly about that.
The season 2 and 3 mashup just did not quite work for me. I felt like they rushed it.
I mean, it was good.
Still really good.
Yeah.
It was not. I just feel like the end with the big monster in the mall should have been I don't know, but that it was still a very solid house.
Yeah, we gotta rewatch. I've forgotten things.
Yeah, I know. Okay. It's been a long time.
Moving on.
So Stranger Things
looks like in
season
the same
4
area that it's been.
So by the time HHN opens, the Stranger Things season 4 will be completely released. I think it's they released part 1. The special effects are not complete yet. The after post production is not done, which is why they can't put out the rest of the season until July or something. So it's first in May, and then the next part of July is what I hear. Okay, so that is a big IP-based house, right? Intellectual property. And, according to the official Universal website, there's still going to be 2 major shows to go to and 5 scare zones and 10 houses. So all of those are the same. So that we know from Universal Orlando's website. B is Dead Man's Wharf. Okay. So Wharf. Oh, and by the way, Stranger Things is going to be in the same spot as Bride of Frankenstein lives.
I thought it was going to be in the same spot that it... No, it's not.
So it's the concert venue, like where the big stage is.
Yeah, isn't that where Stranger Things was before?
You're absolutely right. Stranger Things Part 1 was there, I believe. I don't think Part 2 is there. Was it? I don't remember. Or the second house. Yeah, all right, so then we have B, Dead Man's Wharf, which is an original house. Which I think where the Yeti was. The Yetis were. Dead Man's Wharf, I guess it'll be like a sea-based, like,
Can't wait till you get to the next one because something funny just happened.
So what do you think, Ash? It's going to be like a sea-based one, Dead Man's Wharf?
Guess.
Like under a sea creatures?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Like, I feel like... Remember that one we went into where it was like an under subterranean underwater.
Oh, yeah, that was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, you liked that one.
What was that called?
I can't remember the name of it, but it was 2018.
Depths of
Fear. Yes, it was called Depths of Fear.
That out of my...
Good job.
I don't know, out of my watch.
I feel... Put that old head out of my... I don't know what exactly that was.
I gotta share something really funny when we get to the next one, so hurry up.
Okay, Dead Man's Wharf. So they do like underwater, watery type...
underwater, watery...
houses really well, I think. They
do.
Got the good makeup for that for some reason. All right, C is Bug House.
Okay, now, before you go any further, I had zoomed in and just like scrolled over, and this is where I stopped.
Bug Ho.
Don't
go to that hole. You'll get bugs, crabs, all sorts of things.
Bug Ho.
I visited a prostitute.
Jim,
Bug Ho.
This is like a family podcast.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Yes, it is a family podcast.
Well, it's not anymore.
They don't know that word. Okay. Anyway, so Bug House, which our universal expert Katie is not excited for this. She's very not ready for Bug House.
What about? Have you heard from Tips?
It's been a while since I've heard from Tips. Where is Tips?
I wonder if Tips knows Bug Ho.
Tips knows Bug Ho. I feel like Tips would.
What are you even talking
I don't know. Tips. Tips and Bug Ho. Go to HHL. Okay.
Read a book.
Yes. New book. Tips and Bug Ho. Go to town. Oh my gosh. Anyway, you keep it up. You're the one who's like, it's the family podcast. Let's talk another 10 minutes about Bug Ho. All right, so it's called Bug House. Which I wonder if they're going to bring back the scrim this year.
What is the scrim?
The stuff that's like, I forget what they have another name for it at HHN World, but it's the stuff that dangles that you walk through.
Isn't it like stuff?
What do they call that? We went on the fear, the it's like House of Fear tour, RIP tour.
It's like something in your face, isn't it?
I don't remember. But I wonder if they'll bring back that for Bug House.
in your face.
Maybe not because of still tips. Because of certain things. But Bug House will be probably super disgusting. And here's the weird thing. Like, you had a good point. Like, is it going to be like humans dressed up like bugs?
Did I say that?
You did actually say that a couple weeks ago.
Oh, thank you.
You did. You're not as dumb as you look. So you're like, if it's that, it'll be really cheesy.
Great news.
So, I don't know if it, you know what I mean? Will it be?
Yeah, or is there going to be real bugs in there?
Or is it going to be like legit bugs in like boxes?
I'm thinking of Wreck-It Ralph when he's in that.
Yeah.
What is that? What is the name of that game with all the bugs?
Or will it be like people like dummies like overtaken by like swarms of bugs, like getting eaten and like sinewy and gross?
Yeah,
like
are
Tooth
spiders
Fairy.
considered bugs?
Yes. Are spiders considered bugs? What planet do you live on?
I don't know. I mean, I would like to live on a planet where they're not.
You're a complete ditz. Sometimes are spiders considered bugs? Did you guys?
Dumb as
can we stop? Are spiders considered bugs? What?
I'm gonna Google it.
We're gonna put a poll up on social so you can say.
No, we're not.
Yeah. Are spiders considered bugs?
I don't do the social media anymore.
Are spiders considered bugs? I don't know. Oh,
I don't think I said it like
gosh,
that. Maybe I did a little bit.
Yeah, you did. Okay, and then D, the one
excuse me, I Googled it. No, spiders are not insects. They're not bugs. So you're wrong.
They're arachnids?
MF.
Oh, come on. Most people would think of a spider as a bug.
They're not.
Well, but that's scientific,
science is real.
We heart science.
Oh gosh.
Okay, here we go.
Don't even say that phrase to me.
All right, so Universal.
Only say it if you actually like
D.
science.
I do love science. So D, Universal Monsters. The Mummy versus the Wolfman is a speculation. We know that, again, in California, they said Mummy versus Wolfman versus Dracula was happening. So I don't know. Maybe this is a legit one, which I'm very excited about. If that's the case, it will be really fun. And then, of course, we have E on the spec map, which will be El Chupacabra, which is a Mexican horror legend. I think it's like I think they're like tiny little things, like they're like little critters.
What's with all the bug themes?
They're critters, like furry critters that eat you, I think. El Chupacabra. We could look it up.
Say it again.
El Chupacabra. El Chupacabra. Okay, and then Universal Monsters. Oh, we already said that one. So, yeah. Anyway, what's it, El Chupacabra? Look it up.
No.
Look it up.
We're doing something else.
What are you doing?
It's not important.
It's not important? I like how you're just not focused at all on what you're supposed to be doing. I'm going to send you to Bug Ho. Oh, yeah. See? They're a legendary creature in folklore of parts of the Americas, which is a goat sucker, or like to suck goats. Cabras. First sightings reported in Puerto Rico. They kind of look like furry, like coyotes, actually. That's what they look like. So they attack the blood of livestock. So pretty crazy. So they're vampire animals, basically.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, Spanish pronunciation is chupacabras. All right, cool. So that will be interesting. I hope that's one of them. That would be kind of fun. And that's an original house, so not an IP-based house. So we've actually got out of the 5 we've just mentioned, most are original houses. All right, and then, of course, we have F, which is the Horrors of Blumhouse, featuring The Black Phone and Freaky, the movie with Vince Vaughn, where he's a serial killer. Yeah, so anyway. The Horrors of Blumhouse, The Black Phone and Freaky. So Black Phone has yet to come out yet. Come out. Black Phone has yet to come out. I don't know what's happening. So Black Phone is supposed to be really creepy about a guy who kidnaps children, and then there's like this black phone that rings, that's ghosts of kids that have been killed by this guy, and they're trying to help this kid get out of the home that he's in.
That? I'm not going in that house.
Okay, so that Black Phone and Freaky. But, Ash, let's talk about the other time we went to a Horrors of Blumhouse house that was a combo. It was Happy Death Day and The Purge Anarchy, and it was terrible.
Yeah, and I love Happy Death Day. It's a great movie. But yeah, it felt like a last-minute decision. Maybe it wasn't, but it felt like it. And so it was just...
Pre-rushed.
Kind of felt a little slop-tartish.
I don't know. Maybe they won't have it. Maybe they won't do it. I don't know. But we'll see. But, I mean, I guess I don't understand why they wouldn't just do the black phone, like just do one. Or just Freaky.
I don't like that mask. What's Freaky, did you just say and I wasn't listening?
It will be a small house, though. I think it's going to be one of those very small tent houses. Freaky's the one with Vince Vaughn where he switches bodies.
That was good.
That was fun.
I think they should just do that. That would be funny.
Yeah. And then we have G, which is Underground Creatures. So, what's the difference between Bug House and Underground Creatures? We're going to find out. This is another original house. I don't know what Underground Creatures would mean.
Well, what if it's, what's that movie? Tremors.
Yeah. Trems. I guess it could be Trems, which, by the way, Fred Ward passed away this week.
Oh.
The guy who was
in
it with Kevin Bacon.
That'd be a great house.
Really liked that guy. He was great in Tremors.
Tremors 5.
And The Right Stuff. No, not Michael Gross.
I know.
But Tremors 5 was good, too.
Oh. What's wrong with us? Okay. Okay,
and one of Ashley's favorite houses last year, The Wicked Growth 2, is apparently going to be back. So Wicked Growth was a pumpkin-based house last year that had a really cool, decorations in it and really great, decor, costumes, lighting. It was just really, really cool. And it was a big hit. So apparently HHN is doing sequels, just traditional with horror movies, right? Which, by the way, we still have to watch Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. We got to watch that soon, maybe this evening. Maybe. No? What's this? Or we could keep watching the Pentabret. Anyway,
I'm not going to watch that with you.
Okay, anyway. The Wicked Growth 2, which then I heard that the theme of this year will be Wicked Growth, like that Pumpkin King character.
Oh, cool.
So it might be that. We'll see. There hasn't even been a theme yet announced. I mean, usually we've got something, but we just have nothing at the moment.
What's the weekend? I mean, stop.
Sorry. All right, let's wait.
I know, but is that the theme?
No. Just wait. I'll get to it. I'll get to it, girl. Okay. Then we have Halloween. Now, Ash, based on the lettering, which Halloween is this going to be?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to that.
The font? You don't? Okay.
Not really.
You don't pay attention to details?
2018?
Yeah. 2018 Halloween apparently will be part of this, which was very solid. So usually the Halloween houses are great. So I'm excited for this.
You don't have to do much. I mean, I know it sounds really mean. I'm sure there's a lot more that goes into it than I realized, just like anything. But I mean, the Halloween franchise is just built for these types of houses.
Yes.
I mean, you just I hate to go back to dinosaur, but all you need is some black sheets. A bunch of black sheets.
And a bunch of Mike Myers masks.
Yeah, that's it. With knives. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Jumpsuits.
Yeah, pretty great.
Yeah.
Mike I think so.
And the music. That's all you need.
I wonder how much they're gonna are they gonna do a walkthrough of the movie? Will we be at a gas station at first and then we go into the town after that? And
I mean, I think it's cool when they do that, but I feel like keep it simple. You don't have to do the whole movie. I feel like it's better when they kind of go original.
Are we going to be in Jamie Lee Curtis's home?
That would be cool.
Laurie Strode's
I think it's better
home.
When they do something like that, where they keep it in one, rather than trying to go through the whole plot. It's too much.
I wonder if you walk in, it'll be "Welcome to Haddonfield" sign or something, and then it'll be
right. Will it kind of be down, we'll be on the street?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So
maybe
many
he'll
cool things.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
guys, Mike Myers is my.
Yeah.
What would you call that? My
horror fave, horror icon fave.
My bug hoe. No, he's...
Hashtag bug hoe.
No one's ever hashtagged
You're my bug hoe.
No, but he's, like, the scariest for me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he is.
What would that be? There's, like, a term for that.
Your
Okay.
nightmare? Your nemesis?
Shut up.
You're
You're the worst.
Your fear? Your representation of fear is Mike Myers?
Maybe.
Yeah?
Although I did have a
Michael,
really
not Mike
scary
Myers.
dinosaur dream the other night.
Yeah, you did.
I think they are really missing out on doing a Jurassic Park house. I mean,
Where?
why
Yeah.
would they do that?
I don't know.
Like raptors that would just rip your face off?
Yeah. Yeah, they should do that.
I mean,
They have the puppets
big
too.
dino
They've got
head?
they already have the raptors.
right. You
Like-
take the ones with the skin flapping off and put them in there.
No, I'm talking about
I know.
when you meet Blue and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, man, it would be really terrifying.
Listen to us, Universal HHN.
It would be more of like a fun, scary house, but I feel like they need to have those every year. Like Ghostbusters
You know what?
was great, Beetlejuice was great. I feel
Gosh,
like
you're
it's
right.
nice to have
This
those.
year, if this is correct,
There's not really any of those.
there's not a fun, like,
Well,
Beetlejuice type thing.
Bug Ho could be fun. and Wicked Growth isn't. I mean, it's not fun, but it's not as scary. I don't feel like.
Yeah, you're talking like a Ghostbusters.
Yeah, but they
type
don't.
thing.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's anything like that.
Like
in
a more
here.
family
Unless
oriented.
what the weekend's going to be. I mean, I don't
No.
understand. I don't
Okay.
understand that.
All right, we're gonna get into that because you're like really dumb. So we're gonna talk about it real slowly and get this through.
Okay, just tell me
No,
how
okay.
it could possibly be a house.
Basically, no. What they're doing now is they're taking celebrities that
Mm-hmm.
love HHN and love horror movies,
Okay.
and they're having them design houses. And this one's based off what the Weeknd wants to do.
Well, who did it last year?
I think there was like a Billie Eilish thing in Hollywood or something. Like they have done this
Oh.
once before. I think.
So he just gets to pick.
He kind of, I think, the whole point is he designs.
See, I saw it and I was like, oh, maybe the reason I asked when I did was because we were talking about the theme, and I'm like, maybe that like one of his songs is the theme song.
Well, he
or
actually
something.
he loves, like, if you look at some of his videos, like he's very, like, kind of creepy horror bent to a lot of his music and.
So it's like
videos.
maybe his songs will be playing.
Oh no! I think
Yeah.
that's the yes.
So it could be part of the theming.
Yeah. Oh no! It is. It is.
Well, you're like, we haven't heard anything about the theming yet. So I was like, well, maybe
So
we do
it
know a
will
little
be.
bit.
Yeah, we don't know other than it's probably gonna. That's designed by him, or based off his IP or something. Like he lent something to it. I think it's like the design, because they're creative people. So, and we did just get confirmation from Katie, our Universal expert, that she's not going into Bug Ho. She will
No,
not.
she said Bug House.
No, she. She does not want to go into Bug House.
Ho, maybe she will.
I want to see the Bug Ho. All right. So, yeah. So, anyway. So, here we go. But anyway, so...
Said she's over the Halloween houses, which I get. Although we haven't had them in 2 years.
I mean, yeah, it's been a couple years, actually.
Although...
Since Halloween 4.
One of
them was they didn't have... it was 2020, so...
Yeah.
But
so it's
yeah.
only been... So they usually...
So 2018 to 2022 would be 4 years. So it's been 4 years. Well, I guess 3 years. 3 years without one. Yeah.
Oh, they usually have them, though? Almost all the time?
No, not all the time. They did do a lot, right? They did Halloween 1, 2. They skipped 3.
Well...
And they did
Season of the
4.
Witch, yeah.
That was 4 is the one that you went to.
Yeah.
The Return of
Do you remember
Michael
what that girl
Myers.
said to me, working the door?
Yeah, she's like, don't worry, honey, it's not that
No,
bad.
she's like, oh, you'll be fine. I cried my eyes out in that house, though. Or no, she's
Yeah.
like, I cried my eyes out in that house. You'll be fine. And then I walked in.
So we just got...
And I got, like, stabbed every single time by every Mike Myers.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it was really good. She said, if it is Bug Ho, I'm definitely in.
I don't know, you should read the whole thing.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe we should. Okay. Sorry, guys. But yeah, the weekend thing is going to be neat. I mean, maybe it'll be really, really cool.
I feel like when they pick cool music, it makes it a lot better. Like, I will never forget the 80s themed one in 2018. That was my favorite theme.
So, I mean, if you're walking through and you hear, so we'll see. Mm-hmm. That'll be fun. Mm-hmm. So, out of all of these, Ash, what are you looking for? If these are the houses, what are you looking forward to the most?
Unlike Katie, I'm a Halloween fan, so give me all the Halloween houses. I think that one looks cool. Let me see here. I'm not super looking forward to the Blumhouse split house. I don't feel like that's whatever. Bug ho / house. Either way, it's not whatever. Mummy versus Wolfman will be cool.
Yeah.
Stranger Things, obviously.
Yeah. And
then Wicked Growth too. Probably.
Yeah. Realm of the Pumpkin.
I'm not excited about, Bug House or that Mexican, how do you say it?
Chupacabra.
Yeah, the little, I don't know. That doesn't have me super excited.
Well, it might be Puerto Rican, too. I mean, it says it has Puerto Rican elements of it. It says in the Americas, which covers a lot of different things. So
yeah.
The Wikipedia.
But you never know. I mean, the great thing about HHN is a lot of times, sometimes,
something you thought.
Yeah. You can be really surprised by things, so.
Yeah. So, so again, everything seems to be the same for the other things. It looks like they're going to have the same things open that they usually have open, like ride-wise. I'm excited for Wicked Growth 2. Obviously, the Mummy versus the Wolfman. Like, that's probably my number one. When Mummy versus the Wolfman. I just love that. I just love those guys and the whole aesthetic and just everything about it. So, that's probably my excitement. And then Wicked Growth. And, man. I mean, Stranger Things is, like, so solid. Like, the first house was so good. So, I don't know. Last year, House on Haunted Hill.
Ooh,
Netflix.
Really good.
House was fantastic.
Very scary.
Yeah. So.
Very scary.
I don't really need to go into horrors of Blumhouse, and I'm kind of with Katie about Bughouse. Like, I don't know if I want to go in it. Like, last year, you and I did not go in Texas Chainsaw, right? Because, like, people are like, it smelled like poop and just gross stuff and barns. And I was like, why would I want to walk? I don't really want to spend time walking through that.
I don't really want to be, like, I don't know. I feel like there's a line where creativity and then just it being, like, just the in your face, like the bugs. Like, I don't know. To me, that doesn't... Yeah. It's not appealing.
But it does really get under people's skin.
Well, it does, and I mean, I get that. It's not really out of fear. It's more of just like, is this going to be enjoyable at all? Because... You
know who won't go in this? I wonder. Sand.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think he'd be able to do it. I think this is the one house Sand would probably not go in.
Maybe.
Very possible.
Well, and the fact that there's two on here that kind of have these little creature things.
Underground creatures could be, I don't know. That could just be like a toxic sludge characters that, or I don't know. It could be whatever. It doesn't have to be bugs. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting.
That other one.
Which one underground? What do you mean?
I still don't know how to say it.
El Chupacabra?
Yeah.
No, that's like, that's not that's like a furry coyote-like thing.
Right,
character.
Okay, but still.
Bloodsucker, vampire animal.
I mean, right, because it's not fear. Halloween, that will really scare me, but I want to do it because it's fun scary. Same with Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah.
Bugs, that will really creep me out, but, like, it's not... I'm not creeped out in a fun way. It's just sort of like, ugh. Right. Like, same with Texas Chainsaw, and for me personally, same with House of 1,000 Corpses. Like, that just... Yeah. It has no, like, entertainment value for me at all.
Yeah.
So it's just... And I get that some people like it. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you there. I don't like it either. I don't like it either. So, but, these are all, again, this is all speculation, and we don't really know, you guys, what is going to be there because there's just not been a lot of news coming out on that front. But we wanted to talk about it because it's something that's exciting to talk about with HHN. And before you know it, it'll be September, and it'll be happening. So, time flies, that's for sure. Time does fly. Anything else, Ash, before we sign off for the Magic in the Midwest podcast number 89? Mm-mm. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this was the 89th podcast of Magic in the Midwest. And please, again, rate, review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, like and subscribe us. Please, if you enjoy our content, please review it. We really do need that, honestly. It's a very important thing for just in general to have some positive feedback. Mm-hmm. Also, what else? Magic in the Midwest podcast.bandcamp.com is a place where you can get more of the Magic in the Midwest podcast with exclusive episodes. On the Bandcamp exclusives, and anything else, Ash, to add. And if you need anything for your travel, anything at all, Emily at Magical Mouse Travel is the best. She's just awesome at what she does. So please keep her in mind, and you could let her know if you do contact her. Please let her know that JB and Ash, sent you. So please let her know so she can just, mark that for her company and for her own, our own, to see if, we're helping her make an impact here. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, from the Midwest, see you later.